Easy English conversation for real life. Improve your English with motivation. You want to speak English better? Then stop waiting and start talking. Real life doesn't care about perfect grammar. It rewards confidence. Speak simple. Speak clear. Every day, use English in small moments. Order food. Greet people. Ask questions. Mistakes are not failure. They are proof you are trying. Strong people practice daily. Weak people make excuses. Build your skill step by step. 1 sentence today, 2 tomorrow. Stay focused, stay hungry, and keep improving. Speak daily. No excuses means you stop waiting for the perfect time and start using English right now. You don't need a classroom, a teacher, or a special environment. You have a voice, you have thoughts, and that's enough. Every day you choose whether you improve or stay the same. If you stay silent, you stay stuck. If you speak, even with mistakes, you move forward. Real growth comes from action, not overthinking. When you wake up, start with simple sentences. Talk about what you see, what you feel, what you plan to do. It can be basic, it can be imperfect, but it must be consistent. You're training your brain to think in English, not just translate. That shift is powerful. At first it feels slow, maybe uncomfortable, but discomfort is the price of progress. People who avoid discomfort never improve. People who face it daily become strong communicators. Excuses are everywhere. I don't have time. I'm shy. My English is bad. None of these matter if you're serious. You can speak while walking, while cooking, while sitting alone. You can record your voice, repeat phrases, or have short conversations with anyone willing to listen. Even 5 minutes a day is better than 0. The key is discipline. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline keeps you moving when you don't feel like it. Mistakes will happen. You will say words wrong. You will forget vocabulary. You might feel embarrassed. Good. That means you're pushing your limits. Every mistake is feedback. It shows you exactly what to fix. Strong learners don't hide from errors. They study them, correct them, and move on quickly. The more you speak, the faster you improve. Silence teaches you nothing. You also need intensity. Don't speak like you're afraid. Speak with energy, with intention. Even simple sentences can sound powerful if you say them with confidence. Your tone matters. Your mindset matters. When you believe you can improve, your actions follow that belief. Weak thinking leads to weak effort. Strong thinking builds strong habits. Create small challenges for yourself. Speak only English for 10 minutes, then 20, then more. Ask questions, answer them. Describe your surroundings. Push yourself a little further each day. Growth is not random. It's built through consistent effort. You don't need perfection. You need repetition. Surround yourself with English as much as possible. Listen, repeat, and respond. Don't just consume, produce. Your voice is your tool. Use it daily. The more you speak, the more natural it becomes. What feels difficult today will feel normal tomorrow if you stay consistent. Confidence beats perfection means you don't wait until everything is correct before you speak. If you keep chasing perfect grammar, perfect pronunciation, and perfect sentences, you will stay silent for too long. Real communication is not about being flawless. It's about being understood. People respect clarity and confidence more than perfection. When you speak with belief in yourself, others focus on your message, not your mistakes. Perfection slows you down. You start thinking too much, checking every word in your head, and by the time you're ready, the moment is gone. Confidence moves fast. It allows you to respond, interact, and stay in the conversation. Even if your sentence is not perfect, your willingness to speak makes you stronger. Every time you choose confidence, you train your brain to act, not hesitate. Fear is the biggest enemy here. Fear of being judged, fear of sounding wrong, fear of making mistakes. But the truth is, nobody is perfect, and most people are too busy thinking about themselves to judge you. And even if they do notice a mistake, it doesn't stop the conversation. What stops you is silence. Confidence breaks that silence and keeps you moving forward. You build confidence by doing, not by waiting. The more you speak, the more comfortable you become. At first, your voice might shake, your words might feel heavy, but that's part of the process. Keep going. Confidence grows through repetition. Every small conversation is a step forward. Every attempt builds strength. You also need to control your mindset. Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," say, "I'm improving every day." Instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on what you can do right now. Simple sentences, clear ideas, strong delivery. That's enough to start. You don't need advanced vocabulary to communicate effectively. You need courage to open your mouth and speak. Mistakes are not your enemy, hesitation is. A confident speaker makes mistakes but keeps going. A perfectionist waits, doubts, and often says nothing. Which one improves faster? The one who acts. You can fix mistakes later, but you can't improve without practice. Confidence gives you that practice. Use your body language too. Stand straight, speak clearly, maintain eye contact. These small actions send a message to your brain that you are in control. Your energy changes, your voice becomes stronger, and your words carry more weight. Confidence is not just inside your mind, it shows in how you present yourself. Focus on progress, not perfection. Aim to be better than yesterday, not flawless today. The goal is communication, connection, and growth. Every time you choose confidence over perfection, you take another step toward becoming a strong English speaker. Use simple, clear sentences means you focus on being understood, not sounding complicated. Many learners try to use big words and long sentences to impress others, but this often creates confusion. Clear communication is powerful. If people understand you easily, you are already winning. Simple English works in real life because it is direct and effective. Start with basic sentence structures. Subject, verb, object. I like coffee. She works here. We study English. These sentences are easy, but they carry meaning. When you master simple forms, you build a strong foundation. From there, you can slowly add more detail. But if your base is weak, complex sentences will only make things worse. Clarity comes from choosing the right words. You don't need advanced vocabulary to speak well. Common words are used every day by fluent speakers. Words like go, make, take, want, and need are more useful than rare, complicated terms. If your listener understands you quickly, your job is done. That is real communication. When you speak, slow down. Give your words space. Rushing creates mistakes and confusion. A calm, steady pace helps you think and speak clearly. It also shows confidence. People listen more carefully when your speech is controlled and easy to follow. Avoid overthinking grammar while speaking. If you stop to fix every detail, your flow breaks. Say the sentence in a simple way and keep moving. You can always improve later. Communication is about connection, not perfection. A clear message with small mistakes is better than a perfect sentence that never gets spoken. Practice by describing everyday things. Talk about your day, your plans, your surroundings. Use short sentences. I wake up at 7. I go to work. I eat lunch at home. This kind of practice builds fluency. You train your brain to express ideas quickly and clearly. Listening also helps. Pay attention to how fluent speakers talk. Most of the time, they use simple language. They don't try to sound complicated. They focus on being understood. Learn from that style and apply it to your own speaking. Confidence grows when your sentences are clear. When people understand you, you feel stronger. That motivates you to speak more. If you try to be too complex, you may get stuck and lose confidence. Keep it simple, keep it clear, and build step by step. Strong communication is not about showing off your vocabulary. It's about delivering your message in a way that others can easily follow. Simple sentences give you control. They reduce errors, increase clarity, and make conversations smoother. Learn from mistakes fast means you don't sit and feel bad about errors. You turn them into lessons immediately. Every mistake shows you a gap, and that gap is your next target. If you ignore it, you repeat it. If you face it, you improve. Strong learners react quickly. They notice what went wrong, fix it, and move on without wasting time. When you speak and make a mistake, don't freeze. Correct yourself and continue. That habit builds speed and confidence. You train your brain to adjust in real time. At first, it feels awkward, but soon it becomes natural. You stop fearing mistakes because you know how to handle them. That control changes everything. Write down common errors you make. Maybe it's verb tense, pronunciation, or word choice. Keep a small list and review it daily. Repetition turns weakness into strength. If you make the same mistake 10 times but correct it 10 times, you are already improving. The key is awareness. You can't fix what you don't notice. Feedback is powerful. Listen carefully when someone corrects you. Don't take it personally, take it seriously. That correction is valuable. It saves you time and points you in the right direction. People who improve fast are not afraid of feedback. They use it as fuel. You also need to practice the correct form right after the mistake. Say the right sentence again, maybe 2 or 3 times. This locks it into your memory. If you just hear the correction and move on, you might forget. Action makes it stick. Speak it, repeat it, own it, speed it matters. Don't wait days to fix an error. The longer you wait, the weaker the connection. Fix it in the moment or as soon as possible. Fast correction builds strong habits. Slow correction lets bad habits grow. You decide which one you want. Keep your mindset strong. Mistakes are part of the process, not a sign to quit. Every fluent speaker made thousands of errors before they became confident. The difference is they didn't stop. They learned, adjusted, and kept going. You need that same approach. Challenge yourself to reduce repeated mistakes. It's okay to make new ones, but don't keep making the same ones again and again. That shows you're not paying attention. Focus, correct, and upgrade your speaking step by step. Use mistakes as a system. Speak, notice, correct, repeat. This cycle builds real progress. It's simple, but powerful. The faster you learn from your errors, the faster your English improves. Practice in real-life situations means you take your English out of your head and use it in the world. Learning rules is not enough. You need action. Real conversations are unpredictable, fast, and sometimes messy. That's exactly why they help you grow. When you speak in real situations, your brain works harder and your skills become stronger. Start with small interactions. Talk to a shopkeeper, ask for directions, order food, greet someone. These moments may seem simple, but they build real confidence. You learn how people respond, how conversations flow, and how to react. This is different from practicing alone, because now you are dealing with real people and real responses. Don't wait until you feel ready. You become ready by doing it. If you keep delaying, you lose time. Even if your sentences are basic, use them. How much is this? Where is the station? Can you help me? These are powerful because they work in real life. Communication is about solving problems and connecting with others. You will face pressure sometimes. Maybe you don't understand everything. Maybe someone speaks fast. Stay calm. Focus on keywords. Ask them to repeat. Use simple replies. Real-life practice teaches you how to handle these situations without panic. That's a skill you can't get from books. Body language also matters. Smile, make eye contact, and show that you are engaged. Even if your English is not perfect, your attitude makes a difference. People are more willing to help when you show effort and confidence. Communication is not just words, it's how you present yourself. Use your environment as a classroom. Everything around you is an opportunity. Signs, menus, conversations, announcements. Pay attention and interact when you can. The more you connect your learning to real situations, the faster it becomes natural. You stop translating and start responding. If you don't have many people to talk to, create situations. Join online conversations. Speak with language partners or even talk to yourself while imagining real scenarios. Practice questions and answers that you might use in daily life. This prepares you for the real moment. Mistakes will happen more often in real situations, and that's good. It shows you where you need to improve. Learn quickly and apply it next time. Each interaction becomes a lesson. Over time, you notice progress. You understand more, you respond faster, and you feel more comfortable. Consistency is key. One real conversation every day is better than many hours of silent study. You build experience step by step. Real-life practice turns knowledge into skill, and skill into confidence. Stay consistent every day means you show up and do the work no matter how you feel. Motivation is unstable. Some days you feel strong, other days you don't. If you depend on feelings, you will stop. Consistency removes that problem. You act because it's your routine, not because you feel like it. Small daily effort beats big random effort. 10 to 20 minutes every day is more powerful than one long session once a week. Your brain learns through repetition. When you practice daily, English stays fresh in your mind. You don't forget as much, and you build momentum. Momentum is what keeps you moving forward. Make it simple so you can't avoid it. Choose easy habits like speaking for a few minutes, learning a few words, or listening to short conversations. Don't make your plan too hard. If it's too big, you will skip it. If it's simple, you will do it even on busy days. The goal is to keep going without breaking the chain. Discipline is the core. You decide that no matter what happens, you will practice. Even if you are tired, even if you are busy, you still do something. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be done. This builds a strong mindset. You prove to yourself that you can stay committed. Track your progress. Mark each day you practice. When you see a long streak, you won't want to break it. This creates pressure in a good way. It keeps you accountable. Over time, those small daily actions turn into real improvement. You look back and see how far you've come. Avoid long breaks. When you stop for many days, it becomes harder to restart. You lose rhythm and your confidence drops. Staying consistent keeps your rhythm strong. Even on difficult days, do a little. A small step keeps the habit alive. Focus on progress, not perfection. Some days will be better than others. That's normal. What matters is that you keep going. Each day adds something, even if it feels small. Over weeks and months, those small gains become big results. Build your environment to support you. Keep English around you, on your phone, in your notes, in your daily routine. The easier it is to access, the more likely you are to practice. Remove distractions that waste your time and replace them with learning moments. Consistency builds confidence. When you know you are putting in the work every day, you trust yourself more. That trust shows in how you speak and how you learn. You stop doubting and start improving with focus and control. Build strong communication habits means you train yourself to speak, listen, and respond in a structured way until it becomes natural. Good communication is not random. It is built through repeated actions. When you create habits, you stop relying on motivation and start operating on routine. That is when real improvement happens. Start by making English part of your daily life. Think in simple English sentences when you wake up, when you walk, when you plan your day. This habit slowly shifts your mind from translating to thinking directly. It makes speaking easier because your brain is already prepared. Practice speaking every day, even if it's short. Say what you are doing, what you see, or what you plan. I am going to work. I am eating food. I will study later. These small sentences create a strong foundation. Over time, your speech becomes faster and more natural. Listening is also a key habit. Listen carefully to how people speak in real conversations. Notice tone, rhythm, and common phrases. Don't just hear, try to understand and repeat. This builds your ability to respond correctly in real situations. Good communication is always two-sided, speaking and listening together. Another important habit is asking questions. Don't stay silent in conversations. If you don't understand, ask. If you are curious, respond. What do you mean? Can you repeat that? How does this work? These simple questions keep the conversation alive and improve your confidence. Correction should also become a habit. When you make a mistake, don't ignore it. Repeat the correct version immediately. This trains your brain to store the right pattern. Over time, your errors decrease naturally because you are actively fixing them. Consistency matters more than intensity. A few minutes every day is better than hours once in a while. Habits are built through repetition, not pressure. The goal is to make English a normal part of your routine, not something you force yourself to do. You also need mental discipline. Avoid overthinking while speaking. Say what you know in simple form and keep moving. Communication is about flow, not perfection. The more you practice this, the more confident you become in real conversations. Strong communication habits turn learning into lifestyle. You don't try to speak English anymore, you just do it. It becomes automatic, natural, and smooth. That is the result of daily repetition, focus, and steady practice.